Okay. Okay, let's get started. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you are all doing great. Yeah, sorry, I realized I had to check the calc on something quickly while I was getting ready to start speaking, but hello, I hope you're all doing great. Dream, congrats on the first, huge. Radiant, welcome in. Cameron, thank you again for the sub, for this time for 19 months for tier 1. Thank you very much. Welcome in, Neo. Welcome in, Joker. Indeed, this is not the Dragon Gauntlet. Not yet. Maybe not ever. I mean, we'll see. Tim, welcome in. Good to see you. Thanks for the curse and the bless. Zuka, you can still go live if you want to. Why not both? You know his work, but welcome in as well. Starmaster, hello. Interesting fish emote you got there. Hi, Tom. Zuka, thank you for the hydrate as well. Hi, Mal. I will try my best to win. Hi, Sol. Ooh, day off work, huh? Good stuff, good stuff. I always love to see that. Well, I hope you are enjoying your day off. Hopefully not, Tim, we'll see. Huge Sus 11. Hello, Teabag. Pedro, welcome in. Thank you for good luck. Hi, Cacao. Welcome in as well, thank you. Woofy, welcome in. Thank you. For looking good. Thank you for being the first time chat, I appreciate it. Welcome to stream. Blub. Hi, Val, welcome in. Doctor making you procrastinate work? I understand. It happens. So today should be the rest of Aqua Hideout. Hopefully. I also miss Sue as well, but it's probably too early for Sue to show up in Italy. Maybe in like an hour. Hi, Grim, welcome in. Good to see you. Cool, yeah. So, if you didn't catch yesterday's stream, I was going to do like a lot of Aqua Hideout. But then I got to the... So we did 3 grunts. Those first 3 grunts went absolutely fine. Then we got to the 4th grunt, and then my plan turned out to not actually work because there was a weird issue in the calc, basically, where... well, not in the game, actually, I suppose. The calc did it correctly, but... as it turned out, where the calc said I would outspeed, the game actually made it a speed tie, and because of that, my settlements died, and I was left very confused. Luckily, there were some people in chat to explain what happened, but yeah, it was very weird, so I made the decision to close that one, because I was unaware of this bug. But then I had to recook the 4th grunt, and it did take a while to find a new plan, so it's probably a good thing I stopped. But hopefully today we can proceed and get all of Aqua Hideout done. So, unless we run into another issue, but we'll see. And maybe, Tim, maybe, yeah. It could be happening. You got a Sue's abortion. Holy. I wonder what that involves. Hi, Gangi. But yeah, bit of an MMOD expansion bug. But yeah, so I guess we'll resume where we got to yesterday, and then hopefully we'll actually make some progress today. Who sent you something? Oh no. Radiant, thank you for the 85 streak. Huge. Thank you very much, Radiant. Dedicated. Ooh, Gongi's PK run. I remember Gongi's PK run. Right, there actually might be a slight flaw in my plan that I've got, so that I've just been alerted to, so I do need to quickly check out some stuff, but hopefully we'll get into that very shortly. Hi, Light. Welcome in. Yeah, hope you're doing good. Yeah, as it turns out, there might be a... Wait, hold on, that's not right. Is that right? No. Might just have to run it there, to be honest, I'm a little bit confused. Hold on a second, let me just look at something. So I need to take some damage from Sand Slash, and I need to be below 54. That's the only thing. Yeah, so I will probably move soon. So I would do that, then I would get Yeah, the issue is that... Yeah, I hope you're all doing well, chat. Sorry for the slightly slow start. I was about to hopefully dive straight into battles, and then now I'm not too sure I can. Unfortunately, I only realised this literally after I clicked the button, so... What do? So I need to be like 55.3, I think. Or, well, even then, that probably wouldn't sort it, would it? Have to be 55. I don't really have enough room to do that. Honestly, camera, at this point, I'm tempted. Alright, fair enough, Tom. Yeah, I'll just see if there's something I can do to improve it. Look, basically, let me explain quickly what the issue is. So I thought I would be switching in my Basque Legion on this Sand Slash on the triple axle, which could miss. And then I would always be tanking an Earthquake, which gets me into the damage range I want for the following Pokemon. I didn't spot that there's actually overlap on triple axle, so if it happened to go for that on the second turn and then missed again, I would be in a bit of a pickle, I think. I just need to sort that out. Hi, Nick. The machine next to the player, that is a good question, honestly. I guess it's like a generator of some sort. I guess probably just for electricity and that. It looks a bit like some of the generators you get in Pogopia, for instance. That would be my guess, anyway. A wave machine? It could be, to be fair. That would be very Aqua Hideout-like. I'm sure they want their waves. Beer keg? It could be that too, yep. A bit of run for the pirates. Yeah, I'm just saying, I could potentially, like... I need to be in range of head smash afterwards is the thing. But honestly, any move is fine. No, actually not any move, because I need to make sure I'm not in Icicle Spear range is the main thing. But I could do a little bit of pre-damage. But then if I do get hit by both moves, I'm probably going to be too low, so... I mean, the odds of me getting not hit by 2 moves, I think is unlikely. It would be like, basically at 1%, right? And I guess Triple Axel has individual hit checks, so... Hi, Mackie. Come in. That's fair, Mal. Oh, sorry, I guess Going didn't respond, did they? Yeah, Gongi's PK run, there was a bit of an issue with like a calc thing, and also Europa kind of hacks the hell out of them, so it ended there, and Gongi hasn't gone back to it since, so... It doesn't exist at the moment. The game was like, kind of suffering, you know, so... Yeah, so it wasn't really worth going back to it for the moment. No, yeah, Zuka, no. I'm just checking something quickly to see if I can sort a slight hole on my plan. But I don't know if I can quick enough, so I might just run it. Because it's probably unlikely to be an issue anyway. It's a small risk. Thanks to Hydrate as well. How the hell is there like overlapping rolls on triple axle? That is ridiculous. I mean, even if it does, well, if it does better drone, then I do probably just lose, actually, because I would just get Icicle Speared on the following turn. So, I can't really afford that. Right, but I have to tank a hit, either way, so. Unless I do... I mean, if I got crit by Earthquake, which is probably pretty likely, actually, because of Scope Lens. If I started at... Let me see. So if I did... So -1, I would be... It'd be 168 minimum. Maybe not Zuka, maybe not, but you never know. It could be the time I get punished. Okay, so if I did... So my Hail Chip would be 16 per turn. So that would be 204. How much damage does... But no, I have to tank up to 2 hits, so that won't work. I just need, yeah. If I could somehow force it into Earthquake, that would be ideal. No, but I have to take 2 hits. I don't know there's a way to do that cleanly. This fight's already taken me like such a bloody long time to solve that I cannot be bothered to recook it again. Hey, Sand Slash. Ooh, big 50, Mackie. Very nice. Thank you very much. Hi, Dama. Welcome in. Ooh, cool draws that icon. IMG as well, welcome in. I think I'm just going to go with it, honestly. Yeah, okay, Blacks, welcome in. Can confirm that Max smells, holy. I'd have to check in Llama's chat. All we have is the Claude. And I'm pretty Claude today, it looks like. Well, Zem, you have half the name now already, actually, if all goes correct. So, you might be right. Gee, I guess you didn't specify in what way. Okay, let me sort my team out and then we'll jump into the fights, I guess. And we'll go from this quiet underwater music to proper hideout themes. Okay, so I think my team is like mostly the same, but it's a tiny bit different. Okay, so I still want Golly. Salamence is going back in the box, and I want to bring out Vascular Legion. And Dreadnought is going back in the box again, and I'm bringing out Kommo instead. Okay, Vascular Legion, Kommo, Magda Zone, and Rosary is also going back in the box, and I'm bringing out Arcanine instead. Right. Okay, let's put Hammy last. Also, I realized yesterday, like, I actually did introduce an extra step I didn't need to. For some reason, I thought the Ninetales in this fight has a Focus Sash, and it doesn't. It has a Light Clay. I think I just auto-assumed it was Focus Sash for some reason, because, like, every other single Ninetales has been. It didn't really affect my plan in the moment, but that was a little bit of a mishap on my part. Okay, so pre-damage, and then I need to equip some items, and then I think we're good to go, pretty much. Rage indeed, Z, welcome in. Okay, where is my Dragon Jam? Not Dragon Jam, Dragon Fang, I want. Dragon Fang. Actually, I could probably go back to the in-game music at this point. Get to listen to this banger a little bit longer. Okay, and then I shouldn't need this citrus for Arcanine, so I'll just toss an Aron on it just in case. Alright, and I think that's all I need to do for this one. Okay, so we got Gliscod, no item, Dragon Fang, Zoom Lens, and Oranberry. Okay, hopefully this time it goes better. Attempt number 2. Okay, so same as last time. This starts off with a Ninetales, which has Snow Warning, so this turns the entire fight into Hail. But my 8 can outspeed and just kills it with Overheat. Oh, very Zam, yeah. A lot of Ninetales is a beaut. W a lot in forms, honestly. Okay, then we take some Hail Chip, which should reduce us to 202 HP. And with that, we bait in the Alolan Sand Slash. Okay, so now this is where the plan changes from before. This time, it's going to use Earthquake. I'm going to throw out Golisopod here. So we're going to emergency exit on this part instead. Okay, that should activate it. There we go, into Vasculesion. Okay, now this is where the slight risk is. So this has a 10% chance to actually use Triple Axle instead, which I hadn't realized until afterwards. Ideally, I just want this to go Earthquake. If it uses Triple Axle, as long as it hits me, that is fine. If it misses, it could be awkward. So this is a bit of an awkward risk point. But ideally, we just get hit by Earthquake, and then that's that. So just go Earthquake, please. Okay, good. Okay, no crit, that's fine. Superpower activates, and we one-shot this because it is quad weak to fighting. Then our attack and defense reduces because of Superpower. We take a bit more Hail Chip, and then that should bait out the Ice Cube next. Because it now sees a slow KO with Head Smash. Do you like Ice Cube, chat? It's a very funny design. Yep, so it's going to Head Smash. Delete him. Good do. Against. I kind of see what you mean, actually. Yeah, it does look a bit like Muck now you mention it. Some fans? It's a design. I agree with Gongi. I hate that guy. Fucking awesome. I like him. I like it. Quite a mix. Okay, this is guaranteed to be Head Smash. I go into combo here. Wait. Okay, that's not too surprising because it has a scope lens, but that's fine. Okay, unfortunately we are not Overcoat here, so we do take Hail Chip, but that should be fine. So, this actually does not see a kill with Icicle Spear at the moment. It's about 53%, I believe. And we show fast KO with close combat because the AI is not aware that Ice Face would block the move. So this is guaranteed to go Aqua Jet this turn. My Kommo has a Dragon Fang. So with that, we can 2-hit KO with Clanging Scales instead, which goes through Ice Face. So this is just going to be forced into Aqua Jet. Our defense lowers, but that's fine. This could either Aqua Jet again, or it could maybe go for the Triple Axle at this point. I don't really care. We just attack with our Scales again, and then we are good. Okay, and then that should bait out Walrein, I believe. Please be Walrein. Okay, good. I was thinking for a second, did I forget to check the KO, but we don't quite show KO at close combat, so that's fine. Okay, so this should always be Blizzard at this point. Which means we can actually go back into Golisopod again here. Is that right? Yeah, okay. This is guaranteed Blizzard. I know, yeah, it's very, very slight, isn't it? Thank you, Comro, for not being an offensive powerhouse, I guess. Okay, and then that puts us beneath again. That was always guaranteed to happen, even if we got crit the first time around. And we go into Magma Zone. We have to do this because even if I switch into a hard blizzard, a crit blizzard and a crit scald will kill me. So by doing this, we avoid the double crit risk. Okay, then we tank a scald, guaranteed. This Warren has Bright Powder, but we have a Zoom Lens. And because I need to take this out quickly, we're going for Analytic Boosted Zoom Lens Thunderbolt instead of the Shockwave. Okay, and then that should just leave the Clefable. If only, AMG, if only. Okay, Fable in. So because we did move last the previous turn, it does see our Analytic, I believe, and we show a slow KO with Flash Cannon. This will Moonblast, which could reduce my special attack, but we're just going to go into Hammy here. So we don't care about special attack drops in this case. I was going to use Rose Raid originally, but if Moonblast had dropped my special attack, it would have made things very awkward, so... but with this, we just fast 2 KO it, and Clefable isn't really a threat to us at all. Indeed a lie, indeed. Okay, second Moonblast goes off. Even if both Moonblasts crit and we took 2 ticks of hail, it would never kill us, so that is perfectly safe. Yeah, given Moonblast has a 30% chance to drop special attack, you kind of have to take into account when planning. Okay, -1 Oran, which I didn't really need to equip, but just in case, for some reason. Okay, we're through that training, great. Okay, so that wasn't actually a viscous plan, but it's fine, it worked out. Okay, now we can proceed. So I will say, the next fight was suspiciously easy to plan, so I hope I haven't missed something here. Outside the fact I am risking a 1% miss potentially twice. But we shall see. Exaggerate Star. Ooh, a sipping fish as well. Because there is another Bright Powder Gyarados we've got to deal with in a second. Because one Bright Powder Gyarados in the game is not enough, clearly. Okay, so we do Dragonite, then we do Drapion. Yeah, I'd agree with that, Koga, for sure. There's more options, I guess, although this one does have Earthquake, which does make things a bit trickier to deal with it Shockwave-wise. But on the whole, yeah, it's not too bad. I guess this is only a 4 Pokemon fight, so you have a bit more room to maneuver if you need to. But hopefully my Electro just doesn't miss. Okay, Shot Beak, Cherry Berry. Citrus, and Ampharocyte. It does, honestly. I hope it rewards me for not sacking it in Magma Hideout. What do I want Dolphin for again? Oh yeah, that was it. Okay. I shouldn't need an item on Donphan, but I'll throw an Oran Berry on it just in case. No, there's no knockoff involved, so that is okay. Unlucky Zuka. Okay, I want to teach her Shockwave. I'm not intending to use Amphi here, if I don't have to. It's just a backup in case Electrode somehow misses twice in a row. Unfortunately, Electrode does not learn Shockwave in this game by TM. The Hisuian one doesn't, only by level. Which is a bit of a strange quirk, but that do be how it is. Okay, Quick Break. It is a bit funny, yeah. I guess it's just because like, it wasn't a TM in Legends Arceus or something. Or whatever the phrase would be, tutor move. Okay. I believe that should be all I need here. Cherry is for... what was it? Alright, for Raichu. Okay, Donphan is fine. Citrus. And then the Ampharos, just in case we need it. You charge, right? I suppose Ozuki, yeah. I feel like it probably wasn't an intentional balance decision. But I guess it is a guaranteed encounter that does have a lot of utility, so I can kind of see why, I guess. Hi, Fish. Okay, we're ready to move on. So I guess is it a female one? No, that can't be right, can it? Ooh, the Sharpedo Knight. Cool, okay, that's another Mega that we can use, potentially, because we do have a Sharpedo. Oh, really, Zuka? I see, okay. Interesting. I did always wonder if Hammy could learn Rock Tomb, but I never checked. But I guess it makes sense. It sounds like it would have been quite fun to use. It's not bad AMG, actually. Let me share it on the calc. As far as Sharpedos go, it's pretty good, but... unfortunately, I think it's still, like, not really fast enough half the time. A Mega Sharpedo only goes up, like, 10 speed. Yeah, we do have strong draw crunch, so... if we can actually find a use case for it, that could be pretty good. Alright. Run number 5. Okay, this one's only 4 mons. She leads off with a Bright Powder Gyarados, which has Intimidate, but that doesn't matter. Okay, so my Electrode is currently holding a Wide Lens. So with that, we have a 1% chance to miss. Yep, proper original. That's Team Aqua for you. If we do happen to miss this Thunderbolt, I can tank 1 hit from Gyarados, which will go either Earthquake or Stone Edge because it sees I kill it. If I miss twice in a row, then F Electrode, but hopefully that's not the case. So we just Thunderbolt. Okay, good. If we did happen to miss twice and Electrode died, we could have used Ampharos as a backup, but yeah, okay. But in this case, it should just be Go-Go next, I believe. Okay, this is a Assault Fest set, so no Hacks item here. This is guaranteed to be Earthquake here, so I don't even need to exit via Golisopod, I don't think. Let me just double check that before I commit. Yep, 100% Earthquake, so we can just go straight into Dragonite here. Okay, and then I think we actually outspeed and just kill with Dual Wing Beat, so easy enough. Okay, so the next Pokemon is quite funny. I believe next in should be the Cursula, because it sees a slow KO with Meteor Beam. And we don't show kill on it. Ah, fuck me, okay. Why are you not Cursula? Okay, I guess it wasn't so easy after all. That's weird though, why did it not switch in? I don't know, let me check. Oh, now I think I know what happened. Yeah, right. I must have looked at it without the Sharpie on. Okay, I will have to probably change my plans a little bit then. How should I do this? Yeah, it's my fault there. Stupid, why invite you? True. Right, how should I do this? So at the moment, what is this going to use? This is Psychic, or it could be Nasty Plot as well. Honestly, maybe I just Extreme Speed. There's obviously the issue is that if the Focus Band does proc, I might be in a spot of trouble. But if it goes Nasty Plot, I might be in a bigger spot of trouble, so... But I guess I can just fast KO Cursor actually, so maybe that's fine. Okay, let's just go straight down. Do you teabag? Well, I'm happy to provide. Okay, that's fine. We have a Cherry Berry as well. Okay, no Focus Spam Pocket just dies. And then I think we just fast KO Cursor now anyways. This is a Power Herb set, so... yeah. Well, goodbye. What I was hoping to do is, my Dragonite, if it used Dual Wing Beat, would have procced Weak Armor on the Cursor on the first hit, and then the second hit would have killed. And the AI would not have seen that. But unfortunately, I didn't realize I was showing fast skill to it, so... Even though I probably didn't even need to use a Sharp Beak, or did I? What was I showing before? 86, right? But I guess my Electro didn't do enough damage, right? Yeah, so what I probably would have had to do is go into, like, Low Penny or something, U-turned out, and then got into Dragonite. And then funny, I would have proceeded as I expected. I did have 2 spare slots in that fight, so... yeah. Okay. Well, now we know. Yeah, Perish Body is really neat, but yeah, indeed, it doesn't tend to be particularly useful. But it's a cool concept, for sure. I don't know what Pokemon you could give it to who would really benefit from it. I'm sure there's some Ghost type, but... I mean, realistically, probably like Dusclops or something would be pretty good, but... that doesn't normally get Perish Song either, so I don't know. I'm not sure what would be the most romantically fitting. Thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Okay, I do actually need to leave the hideout briefly for this next one, because I need to teach my Magazone Thunder. Because next up is the infamous Noivern. It would Koga, it would, yeah. It's a shame Galarian Corsair doesn't get it. Shuckle, yeah, true, that'd be one way to do it. Do not fuck over Shuckle, as they say. Okay, so I need to just pop over to the Weather Institute here. Kinda nice being back in Fortree. Not that I can control my character one bit though. A chain mash, a little bit. Yeah, I did just have a switch out mistake that was not punished. And I did have to risk a slight risk on my new plan for the Aqua Grunt, so yeah, I would say so. Just a little bit of fraud, nothing major. Yeah, Zook, I seem to be able to move a bit faster today, which is good. Maybe chat's more distracting at night, I'm not sure. Thanks for the hydrate. For my fraud insurance, holy. I still need to DM about bring, what was it? Finding my Discord. No. What was the copy pasta? Hold on. Some real love for my stream. That's the one. Hi, Wells. You can help with my fraud insurance? Good. Oops.
Yo, bro. Just wanted to show some real love for your stream cause you've genuinely got crazy potential and I'd love to connect you with
I see, Wills. That's fair.
streamer who pulls thousands of live viewers and has over 3
Yep, seems to be fine for the moment.
He actually helps smaller creators grow the right way, with real viewers, active chat, and loyal supporters who sub, gift, and donate. If you're interested, add him on Discord, right pointing finger emoji,
right pointing finger emoji.
24 and tell him shockingly Goldif sent you. This could be the push your stream needs.
Thank you for the bid, Zuka. Good advice. Okay, I've got my Pokemon together and we'll head back in. Leo. Okay, so for this one, I need to have Roserade, Magnezone, Electrode. Oh, like, so many cats with hands. Give the cat Fake Out, it has hands. Como again. Golisopod and Infernape. So I think there's 2 different routes this fight can take, but I have got plans for both of them, I think. And this is quite a wall. I love it. Gaster? Where? Who's Gaster? I don't even know everything about Gaster. My Undertale lore is a bit lacking in that sense. DMJ Mash? Could be a shout. Yeah, I also need, let's see. 1 more citrus. I have to admit, like, if I didn't have Golisopod, I don't know what the hell I would do in this game. Feels like it would be so much more risky. I mean it would be, of course, but I've gotten so used to using it as a pivot now. Okay, so I got that, and then I think there's a pre-status I need to also apply, which I'll do when we get closer. DMJ Mash, DMJ Mash, DMJ Mash. But will anyone DMJ Mash? That is the question. Oh, this bush is cute. Okay, let's head back in. Right, Kogi, yeah. Like, it's not too hard to guarantee, admittedly, but... yeah, if you don't have it, then it's, yeesh. Oh no, don't DMJ Mash. It's dangerous. Oh no, I need to do the puzzle again. Okay, where are we? So it was this one, then I want to go right. Nope, that's not right. Go left. And then back on the same one. Okay. There we go. Well, so Kongi. Though I haven't completely forgotten yet. Thank you, thank you. Oh. Yeah, rare proud message. I must be doing well. Okay, so I assume it's oh, there's actually 2 grunts here. I'm assuming it's the one facing towards my direction, but I guess I could also speak to the other one, right? I'll just reset this on one, but yeah. Just go down, okay, thanks. I am lost in the Evergreen Rocket Silpho Tower. I quit Nuzlocking because of Evergreen Silpho. Honestly, that probably would make more sense than Super Islands, wouldn't it? Just reset the toxic timer. Okay, so 142 for Golisopod, and then 3 toxic my Como. Okay, so we got Citrus, we have Persim, and we have Thunder. Electrode has a Citrus, Zoom Lens on Como. Citrus with pre-damage, and Choco. fine. Okay. Fuel supply loaded A-OK. Thanks, Koga. Okay, so this one is a rain team instead. This Politoed is just Politoed to Water Gem, so this one's fairly straightforward. Luckily, I have the perfect counter to this in Roserade, which can just one-shot it with Leaf Storm. No questions asked. No. Amazo, I'll come in. Okay, and then from there, this should bait out Noivern, which sees a fast KO on me with Hurricane. GG. Okay, so this Noivern, if you don't have stuff for it, is very difficult to deal with. It has Dragon Pulse, Hurricane, Double Team, and I think Roost, and it also has a Bright Powder, so this thing can get out of control really quickly. But luckily, we have a Magna Zone, which is like the perfect counter for this. So first, we're going to go into Magna Zone to tank Hurricane, which we have a quadruple resist to. I also miss Noivern. I still wish I had mine. I haven't felt like I've needed it for anything so far, but even so, I wish I still had it in my box. Okay, now we should always be baiting either Dragon Pulse or they should just go Double Team. Apparently there's like a +1 score if you have a Bright Powder or something, so this is very likely to go Double Team. Not guaranteed, but likely. However, we are in rain, so Thunder is guaranteed to hit no matter what, and 2 Thunders is enough to just KO Noivern. Or that works too. Okay, I think that's good, yeah. I just have speed now. Buddy. Okay, so with that, we should bait out Heliolisk, I believe, rather than Poliwrath, because our HP is still quite high. Okay, good. This is 100% going to be Weatherball, the water-type version of it. I'm going to go into Electrode here. Who is a quadruple... no, not a quadruple, a double water resist. And then with this, we should be baiting Hyper Voice always. Next we go into Com-O, who has Soundproof, so is not targeted by Hyper Voice. Okay, so this Heliolisk has Bright Powder. I've got to mention that, so we do have to do something to get around that. My Com-O is slower and it has a zoom lens. I can tank a hit. I can tank any hit from this. We are pre-toxic to prevent glare. I resist electric and water, and then Big Quake just cares. Yeah, it's come useful a few times. Probably more so than Overcoat would have. So I think I got the good luck on the ability there. There are quite a few sound moves in the game. Okay, then I believe this should be in Poliwrath next, I think. It doesn't really matter, but I think it's Poliwrath next. Okay, that's fine. So, this Poliwrath has a Lumberry, and I think we're showing a max roll of 52% with post-combat, so this should never go Belly Drum here, this should always just go for an attack. Yeah, we show that. So because of that, it's always going to attack into us, so we can just go into Golisopod here.
Who broke the rules?
Who broke the rules? True, Pinky. Alright, come in. Yeah, quite a few Belly Drummers in this place. Okay, but that should knock us under the threshold. Yeah, it's always very scary when it does come up. But thankfully this Poliwrath does not have Ice Punch. So because of that, my Roserade can just take it out by itself, pretty much. Ooh, we got a day off, Pinky, nice. That's good. And yep, this can do whatever, I do not care. And we just care it. Surprisingly nice of Dexter to not get this Ice Punch. Who be drumming Naybelly? Okay, and then lastly this brings out Ferrothorn, who does have Explosion, but now it cannot use it because it is the last Pokemon out. This could be Curse, or it could be Durable. It probably is just Durable, actually, at this health. But that's fine. I can just go straight into AP here. Does a fair bit of damage, but that would never kill. Ape Gang indeed. Makuminora. And then, despite the rain being up, let me just confirm this calc, but we do always KO with Overheat anyway. We're faster than Biology, etc, etc. Boom. I think Suzuki, yeah, because it cursed till 7, didn't it? I remember that in the video. Fact sheet's what you're after, Nia. Okay, that's the 6th one down. This was supposed to happen. Okay, so next one is Grunt 7. That was probably one of the more annoying ones. Probably the most annoying one, or at least what I thought was the most annoying. Probably still the case, but yeah. Grunt 4 was also a right pain, so yeah. Okay, what are we looking at now? Adds in 7 minutes, so I probably will take an ad break before the next fight. But yeah. I really do. I don't think I caught much of Peachel's run live, to be honest. I saw his Elite 4, but I don't really... I don't think I saw that much. 3 times, is it? Not bad, not bad. I've dropped below 25% though, which is a shame. I was hoping to keep it above that, but no dice. And I'm sure once the Shifu comes along, it's going to drop like a rock. Hi, Rock. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Yes, Grunt 7 is a right pain in the ass. It really can pop off Grim if it gets a chance, yeah. There's a reason Platinum Kaiser kind of nerfs it to the ground. And, like, makes so many of its moves very hard to get. Okay. Right, I think I need to be Teach Icy Wind as well for this one. Oh, for sure, yeah. The fact it's a Starler means I can just GMO it as a life, which helps. Probably not quite as good if it's just a regular encounter. Okay, 3 citruses. Mostly watch Peach all day, but sounds the rest of life. Makes sense, yeah. Yeah, the daily channel is pretty good for catching up and stuff. 20 minutes ago, rock? Yeah, not bad. Let's select the computer store. Hope you can find something. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna ad break anyway in a sec, so let me put the music back on for now. Okay, Amphi, and then that should be a Life Orb. I'll teach Icy Wind now before I forget. I should have an Icy Wind TM here somewhere. Because I need to do that for Gliscor. And that can go over Thunder. I need to do a little bit of pre-damage, and that should be all we need. $230 and 2d6. I think that's fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this fight could go a little bit weird, because it is, I'm kind of just assuming that Caracosta does the most common thing, which is very, very common, but it's not guaranteed. So if we get some very low rolls here that cause things to go weird, it could be a bit strange, but we'll see. Okay, Oh, sorry, messages. I probably could have Neo, honestly, but I just have so much more fun with Ape. That's for Gongi, yeah. It wouldn't be anywhere near as good. Like, the fact that Ape has... the fact that my Ape is max speed naive, well, max speed plus speed, makes it, like, way, way better than it would be otherwise. After the reason, like, I gravitate towards it so much is because, like, it's one of the few things in my box that can outspeed a lot of things. It's not the fastest thing in my box anymore, but it was for quite a long period, so... yeah, Ape would not be what it is without speed. Absolutely not. Yeah, Gen 4s are all pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to take a break now, so I'll be back in a few minutes, and then we will do the next fight. So, see you shortly. Thanks for watching so far, appreciate it. Okay, back. Sorry, that took a bit longer than I thought it would. What have I missed? Oh, that would be cool, Tim. Hi, Leafy, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Oh yeah, that Leafy on profile picture is pretty cool. Yeah, Gongi is in a lot of places. Very true. Hydrate, thank you, Zuka. W ping. Scatter, what are you here for? Okay, what was I doing? Right, Grunt 7, yes. Oh, you're coming back. How lovely. Thank you, chat. I think I already prepped for this. Let me just double check one more time. Okay, so Citrus, Life Orb, Citrus with some pre-damage. Amphi, Anthracite, Never Melt Ice, Citrus. I've taught Icy Wind to Gyarados, so that's fine. Is there anything else I need? No,
we
I
are
think so.
Nuzlockers.
Nuzlockers. And we are found in the Nuzlocke News. Okay. Yeah, alright. Let's do it, I guess. See, I really hope Caracosta plays ball here, but we'll have to see. Actually, before I continue, let me just double check one thing a second. Not like... yeah, okay. Thank you for the bits, Pinky and Rock. I'm gonna finish the post now. Never mind. I saw my others were a bit behind there. That was weird. I'm not sure why that took so long, but thank you for the bit. Alright, let's do it. Right, so this Grunt is a right nuisance. He leads with a Caracosta. Llama, welcome in, and thank you for the gifting a light of subs as well. Much appreciate it. W Llama as always. Thank you very much. Okay, so this guy leads with a Caracosta. This Caracosta is weird. It has Sturdy, it has Staff Rock, it has a Quick Claw, and then it's also rocking Hydro Pump, Stone Edge, and Ice Beam. On turn 1, there is a very, very high chance this goes for Stealth Rock, like 97.5%, so it probably will do that. It could also use Hydro Pump, which honestly I would be fine with. In fact, it would actually be better if it did use Hydro Pump, but it's probably not going to. I'm just going to try and knock off the Quick Claw here. Okay, which does some damage. Go by Quick Claw, and then this probably just goes Stealth Rock here. Okay, that's the expected result. Okay, so turn 2. There's a very, very tiny risk here. So now that Stealth Rock is up, this is almost guaranteed to use Hydro Pump. It's like 99.5% likely. There is one single roll, I think, of Stone Edge that could come out here. If that happens, I might be in a lot of trouble. But we're talking really, really small percentages here. Like 0.39% short. But here, I'm expecting Hydro Pump. I need to switch into my Electrode here. And if that goes Hydro Pump, it's fine. If it goes Stone Edge, and that gets a high enough roll, then my Electrode is going to die to Life Orb chip afterwards. Because of Stealth Rock on top of that. Or I might just die outright. We'll see. But I think this is a small enough risk that I am willing to do it. It could also miss, that's true. That would be the other option. But yeah. Okay, just go Hydro Pump. Okay, good. Well, let's use my ability. Fair enough, Llama, fair enough. Okay, and then Quick Claw is gone. Now here we can just Life Orb Volt Switch, which should then KO Caracosta. And we get a free switch out. Alright. Okay. Lovely. Okay. Next we go into Glycopod, who takes rocks damage, which puts us into a range of Starmie in the back. So that should come in next. Or a fast KO with Thunderbolts. Unfortunately for Starmie, it doesn't see that I just kill it with First Impression. So goodbye. Okay, and then with this, we should get Octillery next. Okay, good. So this Octillery is a bit of a nightmare. It has a Quick Claw and it has Water Spout. So you can kind of guess from that combination of things just how deadly it is if it happens to get it. But at a 20% rate, you kind of have to assume it does. However, I have Sucker Punch as a Glycopod. So the reason that we had the Stealth Rock chip plus 2p damage, if we get a Sucker Punch, we should now always exit after this turn. There is a slight issue here where if I happen to critically hit Octillery with Sucker Punch, we're probably going to have to steer a bit, so I would really prefer to not crit here. If it does, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, but yeah. Already rocked. W. Good to see the channels in the algorithms. Okay, so we Sucker first. Don't crit here. I wouldn't Zuka now, so... The odds of rocks not being up is so... It's technically possible, but it's very, very low. Because it was 97.5 the first turn, and then 70% the second turn, if it didn't use it, so... It would have been incredibly unlikely, I think. But yeah, I did need the rocks up for this fight. Anyway. Don't crit. Perfect, okay. And then with that, Water Spout goes off, and we should be able to exit here. Perfect, perfect. Oh yeah, please use Z. I think I'm actually wasting too many citruses here. I know, Gongi, how dare I? What am I doing? I think that's fine. Yeah, okay. Okay, now we go into Amphi. So at the moment, this is still going to be Water Spout. But it turns into a resistance if I Mega Evolve. So Octillery is actually faster than us. It gets a Quick Claw anyway. But by turning into a Dragon type, we start resisting Water Spout and it should never kill us. Okay. Okay, that should be fine. HP Quest Penguin? I guess that would work, yeah. Water Steel would be perfect for that combination, wouldn't it? Okay, and then with that we should bait in Gliscor next. Perfect. Okay, now at this half we should be always baiting Earthquake, never Sword Stance. Let me just double check that is the case, but... Yeah, so it would be 174 or more, which makes me think I may have pre-damaged again in Star Fox actually, but... Never mind, it's fine, it doesn't matter. So yeah, guaranteed Earthquake here. You don't rock, but it's so stylish. Okay, we're going to Gyarados. Gyarados does take Star Fox chip, but that is fine, and it also gets Intimidate off here. Currently working? True, it is. Okay, so here, I believe Gliscor can either go for Facade, which will never kill me if it crits, just about, or it could go for Sword Stance directly. Either is fine. We got Icy Wind. Okay, that is fine. That's probably the better result. Holy Tom. Amphi is pretty damn stylish, so can't deny that. Okay, and then with the Never Melt Ice, Icy Wind Minivolve minus the Poison Heal tick, plus Ice Fang is enough to kill it always. And we have speed now though, it's speed dropped. So goodbye Gliscor. Okay, and then lastly that just leaves Goodra in the back. This Goodra has Dragon Tail, Body Press, Curse, and Aqua Tail, which is a moveset that a Water Fairy is perfect to handle. Use Curse. Go on. Okay, no Curse. Then we could just two-shot this with Moonblast. That's also fine because I can now just lock it up with Encore. Actually, I could probably just kill it now. Or maybe it's free. Yeah, I can't remember. Let's see what the rolls look like. No, I think I do need to Encore it. But after the Curse, we are now faster, so we can just lock it up. I guess I could give it a kiss now. This Gudra does have GUI. But it's fine, because we'll still be faster. So we'll give it a kiss just for you, Zuka. Any Gudra? I'm pretty sure this has GUI. Yeah. Chances are we would have needed another Moonblast anyway. Yeah, both pawns get it, I think. I think Hisui and Gudra gets something else instead of Hydration. But that's it. Actually, or was it Sapsip bird changes? I actually can't remember, but yeah. Yeah, a bit of Primarina. Charlamone Guri, okay. I see. And then maybe Sapsip is the original, or... Oh, let me have a look. So... Right, so normally regular Gudra is Sapsip, Hydration, and Gui. Right, and Hisui and Gudra replaces Hydration for Shell Armor, but then obviously Dexter doesn't let you get Sapsip, so... Okay. Alright, that's burn 7 done. And the Me First TM, which I'm probably not going to use, but good to have, I guess. Thank you, Leafy. Okay, one more grunt and then we got Matt. So we're almost there, almost there. I actually need Drapion again here. Okay, so looking at Drapion, Dragonite. This fight has a Wobbuffet as well, so I really hope I got the switch out correct here. We'll have to probably check it as we're going through just to make sure that I don't screw this one up. So Golisopod, Donphan, Lopunny, and Salazzle. Who is there? Yeah, and I think there's one slight thing I wanted to check quickly. Hi, Pure. Argument. Be doing good. Okay, Lopunite. Right, that was the issue, yeah. Okay, I remember now. Chockle. I wonder, Tom. I wonder. Hi, Jeff. Welcome in. Thank you for the good luck. Hope you're doing good. Yep, got more fights. And then we hope we get to get our Hellroom encounter, which I'm very excited about. It's probably going to be a complete dud, but it may not be. You never know. Doing decent? Yeah, so you can ask already sometimes. Better than bad, so I will take it. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Nothing much to mention either myself, really. It's solid enough. I could Zuka, but I probably shouldn't. Okay, where's my shed shell? Okay, so I do need to pre-damage Golisopod, and then the issue I had is Lopunny, where I need to have some damage on Lopunny, but I may not actually need to pre-damage it. Let me just double check that. So if I do... So absolute worst case, let's see, Fake Out would do 51%, which is kind of insane, but okay. So 1-5. The grassy terrain would then heal what exactly? So grassy terrain is a 16, right? And then Black Sludge is also a 16th. So in the absolute worst case, I would be double edging a 143 HP Mon, which means we take 47 damage. 213 minus 47 would be 166, which would then bait the close combat, I believe. Okay, not always, actually. Not always. So I might want to pre-damage a little bit. Because I assume otherwise it could go obstruct, and I do not want... No, it would never go obstruct. Yeah, it just needs to be within top roll. That should be fine, actually. Yeah, so I think we always get damage to that much. But I shouldn't need to pre-damage this, I don't believe. Yeah, okay. Does being flinched reset metronome item count? I don't know, actually. That's a good question. I couldn't tell you. I'm not sure what the answer is. I'm not sure if the check is, like, did it move, or... Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure already. Okay, yeah, so I don't need to pre-damage Slow Pony, I'm pretty sure. So I'll leave that up. And then I will pre-damage Golisopod. Okay, Citrus, Shed Shell, Citrus, Citrus, Lopunite, Rockall. Yeah, I get the question, I just don't know what the answer is. I don't know if it's like if you have a turn without using the move, or if you have it if you just select a different move is the thing. I'm not sure what the condition is internally. These are fine. So we got Drapion, Amphi. Okay, yeah, I think that should be fine. Okay. Hopefully my plan's fine. There's definitely room here for this one to have an issue, but we'll see. Okay, there's Daddy. There he is. Okay, one last check. Channel, Citrus pre-damage, Citrus, Lopunite, Choco. Thanks for up. Alright. Okay, so this is the last grunt before the big boss of the area. This guy has 6 Pokemon, and this is a grassy terrain fight. First up is Rillaboom, who has Grassy Surge, of course. First up, my Drapion is actually slower than a Rillaboom. It is going to go high horsepower OS, but we always survive that, so that is fine. We take about 60% maximum, and then we heal up with the Citrus. Knockoff gets rid of the Focus Band. That'd be raid. Azik, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it as always. How are you doing? How was BK today? Okay, then we should survive one more high horsepower at this help, always. Make sure that is actually the case. Yes, always. Okay. So next we're going to drop a Rock Tomb. 1W person indeed. Okay, drop some rocks. One Death Coke after Steel. Wow, okay, that's awesome. Nice one, yeah. I don't think I normally had to sack at least 2 on our 5, so that's really good. Well done. Good stuff, good stuff. Ah, Morgan, good morning. They'd be calling me Unk nowadays. Okay, I think this could be Grassy Glide, or could it be... I don't actually know. No, okay, it's not in kill range. So this could be Woodhammer or high horsepower. I don't really mind which. I think I would prefer high horsepower here, but it should be fine either way. I go into Dragonite now. Is that correct? Yeah. So far, Morgan, yeah. Ah, they do. Thank you, good luck. Hope you're doing good. Have a good shower. Okay, Woodhammer's fine. W quad resist. Okay, so it does get a bit of healing, but we are in kill range with dual wing beat, so we can just use that now. And then I believe on there we should be fine. Okay, we do take a Grassy Glide as well. Okay, and then from there we should be baiting the Ampharos in the back, which should see a slow KO with HP Ice at this point. And even if it didn't, it would have been like slow out damage. Okay, good. This is guaranteed HP Ice or potentially counter, I think, if it doesn't see a kill. We go into Salazzle here. Oh, wait, shit, I think I just realized something. Hold on. Freaking... I did a calc with Grassy Terrain off, I just realized. I probably need to change my plan slightly here. Need to not follow DTS. Okay, I probably have to go Encore then. Like, I know it does, but I think the calc turned it off when I selected Ampharos for some reason. Even though I was in the same fight. Well, glad I realized that beforehand, but... Ah, okay. Right, gonna have to see that one a little bit then. What should I do? I do need Salazzle later is the thing, so I do need to watch out for this one. I did off-stream, Job, so you wouldn't have seen it regardless. Okay, how shall I proceed here then? So at the moment it does use HP Ice. So I can potentially lock it into HP Ice, which is potentially what I could do. The only thing is later I do need to take a close combat from the Obstagoon. It could be the case, it could potentially, but I guess if I did that, I might switch out. Although actually, what are the odds of that, out of interest? It's pretty likely, admittedly. But HPS is definitely favorable for me compared to Encore. That's true, we do get terrain healing ourselves. Oh shit, you're right, Chrome, we could, yeah, that was the point. Yeah, in which case then it would go Thunderbolt. Okay, so I guess we can't just do that. Oh dear. Okay. Well, I can't blame the calc on this one, I should have noticed that. Of course, that's why Amphi's in a grassy terrain fight, because it halves the power of Earthquake. Okay. I mean, I could have to get some chip on it, but... What to do? I could knock off, to be fair, that would be one option. Although I do run a risk of counter as well. But I wouldn't take enough damage to kill me, I don't think, so that would probably be okay. Probably. Unless I'm Maxwell Cray, of course. I don't think I had a prediction for this one, Jibs, but we'll see. I would potentially be able to encore counter, but yeah, it would depend on quick claw not activating, I think. How do I deal with this? Yeah, okay. Oh, you mean that? Okay. Yeah, true enough. Yeah. Okay. What do I do? What do I do? I mean, can I survive a Thunderbolt right now with Salazzle? I'd have to figure out a different plan for the Obstagoon later, but... Nope. Not if it crits. I mean, there is a pretty damn good chance it does go for counter, but... I lose sturdy protection if it attacks. Oh no, could I do that? Hi Ness. Thank you, I probably need it. I'm in a steer right now. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, plus I could also get staticked if I knock off, which is a bit awkward. I mean, I guess if I did knock off, I would never get countered. I would never die to counter because I have sturdy, so... Hard to say at the moment, Worlds, but it doesn't look amazing, I will say. Not a whole lot, so it's like 15% or so, I think. 18%. Non-crit, anyways. Nah, terrain only heals 6.25% or something. It's not going to do enough for that. That's you, Chrome. Yeah, like, I don't know who I would sack on this team, honestly. It would probably have to be Salazzle or Donphan, maybe. Definitely not Golisopod. Drapion is still super useful. Lopunny, absolutely not. I don't know. I think my best bet is probably just to knock off the Quick Claw for now, and then I'll figure it out from there. So there should be guaranteed Thunderbolt here. So yeah, I'll go into Donphan for now, I think. And then if this does happen to counter, I will survive thanks to Sturdy. Voila, that's fine too. Okay, Citrus goes up. That's annoying, but I did kind of expect it. Okay, but at least now the Quick Claw's gone. So now it should be HP Ice or Focus Blast again. Right, let's see. How much damage does Lopunny do, actually? They're still freaking static I gotta watch out for, which is not ideal. My Mega Lopunny actually is fine, but... I'm sure that doesn't do anywhere near enough damage. Oh, I can't switch on Focus Blast anyways. I think it has to be Salazzle again. My one does, Kongi, yeah. Indeed, Zuko, indeed. May I do any? Come in. I mean, yeah, I think I have to go to Salazzle. I don't really have a choice. Joe, what's up? Okay, good. Okay, so at least I can lock it up now. For a few turns. I guess from here I should be able to just take out Salazzle, to be fair. And then I won't bait out Wobble Fate next. It'll be Tentacool or Ludicolo, probably. Is that best? So it's HP Ice right now. Yeah, that's probably best. I have a Charcoal, so it should be fastest with Flamethrower, I think. Oh, really ready, whoops. Not the surprise. But hey, congratulations. I guess I have to try and keep your acting up or something, but ooh, that's good. Well, I'll wait and see that until it actually happens, but even so, that is indeed very epic, Rennie. Yeah. Whoops. Oh well, never mind. Cool stuff there. Just try and relax on the trip, I'd say. It'll happen when it happens, I'm sure. That's true, you could do that. You could do that indeed. Okay, so I think 2 Flamethrowers should take this out. Yeah, fair enough then, yeah, should be all good. You can tell him, like, 3 years later or something. Okay, let me just check the switch out here then. So I should be able to kill Ampharos with Salazzle. I'm gonna have to figure out something else for the Obscune afterwards, is the only thing, but... So, let's see. I am a Salazzle. Okay, so it'll be Tentacool that comes out next. That should be fine. That is roughly what I was going to do anyway, just slightly off. Yeah, that's the other question. I'd assume I probably still am okay, but let me see. There would be oh, we're still fine, yeah. Yeah, that shouldn't be an issue at all then. Perfect, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, that's definitely less than 45, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, shoot, Tom, but yeah, it's the Tentacool is max 98%, so we should be fine. Yeah, WGC Terrain actually helped out here. Yeah, that's fair, Rennie. Yeah, it's probably best to wait till it's confirmed, I think. But yeah, it definitely sounds promising. We were winning pretty well up until today, up until this fight where I realized I misread the calc on one point because I forgot to. But I didn't forget. I sort of did. I sort of didn't. Grassy terrain halves the power of Earthquake, but I think the calc turned off grassy terrain when I went to the Amphi, and I didn't realize. It only just occurred to me, like, does that really kill in grassy terrain? Yeah, we always are Windpin, I would say. That's pretty accurate. Okay, we got lucky it didn't go for Focus Fast there, to be fair. That would have been a lot harder to weather. Okay, so it should be out of Tentacool next. Who, by some miracle, is actually faster. Okay, so back to our original plan. We go into Golisopod here. Is that correct? Yes. Possibly Jibs, possibly. Oh, we do. Okay. I'll have to keep an eye on that in the future then, I guess. Okay, we're being a low penny. Because Tentacle's physical defense is not quite so good. So first we fake out. I think I would probably prefer this doesn't crit, actually. 110, holy. Well done, Rennie. Thank you very much. Okay, so Tentacle does get some healing. But then I think we just bulldoze it with double edge and we're sorted. Yeah, so we did a minimum 28, plus 12.5. Which is 84.2 at the absolute maximum. Yep, double edge should just kill here. And then we take big recoil. Which should then bait out Obstagoon. Good, okay. This will never use Obstruct here because this is the first turn that Obstagoon is out. I am going to use U-turn here to do a fair bit of damage. Chew Chrome, yeah. Very saucy. And then we go into Salazzle. Okay, we tank this, thankfully even after the chip we've taken. That drops Obstagoon's defenses, and now it sees a kill. It gets burnt, but it doesn't currently take any damage. And now from here, we should be able to kill with Flamethrower. So it's just under 60. Into Obstagoon, we are -1, -1. We have a Charcoal. We do minimum 72%, and this can never obstruct because it sees a kill. Hi, Sash. Welcome in. Oops, left my ruler on. Goodbye, ruler. Okay, and then last check. I mean, I guess Salazzle would be fine, but there should be Ludicolo afterwards as well. Okay. That does sound poggers, Jibs. Yeah, there should be Ludicolo next. Unless I've missed a fast KO, but even if it's Wobbuffet, it's fine. Yeah, it is Ludicolo. Okay. Oh, for sure, Val, yeah. I can really get you out of a jam sometimes. I don't think I've used Salazzle as much as some people have, but it is pretty handy, for sure, sometimes. Okay, then I think this is either water something or Zen Headbutt. Either way, I can just go into Dragonite here, I think. Who takes, like, nothing, so should be all good. Thankfully, no Ice Move on this. Thanks, Hydro Zuka. And then we get a KO with Dork Beat. Okay, this does have Grass Gem, but we quadded this, so big whoop. Okay, and then that just leaves the Wobbuffet last. Oh, a lot of people do, Rennie. There's a reason you're so popular with it, I think. Okay, so I guess now I have a Shed Shell, so I can switch. I was going to use Dragpion here, but I guess I could use either Mon technically. Who do you reckon, chat? Should we give this frag to Salazzle or to Drapion? What would you prefer? Probably Salazzle, right, for getting us out of that jam. Give it a reward. Drapion in? Drapion in? Okay. Well, let Drapion in then. Yeah, Dina's come out a lot in Aqua Hideout. Alright, mostly Drapion it looks like. But her declutch, that is true. What's your teammate stuff, sorry? Ooh, Unbound, nice. I should get a casual Unbound playthrough at some point. Medigo, I guess Medigo is official starter. Azumarill, Hooper, Solgaleo. Ooh, okay. Pretty cool team, yeah. Right, yeah, you get, what's it called, don't you? In the storyline. Cosmog. Okay, thank you, Salazzle, for getting me out of that jam. Well, can't do anything else, so I guess we just wait. It do be August nowadays, isn't it? Oh, did you? Very nice, nice, yeah. I submitted my 2 eggs earlier as well. I have a slight theme with mine, but the 2 eggs themselves aren't really related. Thank you, Zuka. Thank you for double checking my thoughts as well. Is this thing ever going to take damage? Okay. Oop, give it up. You know, I hope I have enough PP for this. I'm starting to get a bit worried about all the healing here. We should be fine, but... yeah, that's true enough, Analza. I see, Benny. Okay, I'll just see if I can figure out what the pattern is. Alright, no worries, Sash. Thank you for the bless. Have a good luck. Please just die already. How long can lefties and grassy terrain stall for? Okay, I think the next turn should die. And we still have 4 toxic PP, so we should be okay. Okay, indirect damage does not cause Destiny Bond, so that is fine. I hope you're enjoying this riveting gameplay. Alright, there we go. You PP stalled a mob so you could triple exit? What do you mean, Z? We are done, yeah, I've already got it planned, so very shortly. Okay, cool, that was a bit of a steer, but should be all good now. Oh, I see, Z, okay, makes sense. That's pretty funny. Yeah, it does do a fair bit of work for me here, potentially. If it kills 2, it may kill 3. We'll see. I haven't had any deaths, Morgan. What are you on about? I did have a steer, but I haven't had any deaths. Ooh, we're probably an enemy doing an Elite 4. Looks like they did this be it? Ooh, Remy's repping the Megalopony as well. Nice. Got a few cheery emits in there. Okay, what am I doing? Yes, I love a bit of APS. So for this one, I need... Let me see. Need my Ape. Need my Kingdra. Altaria. Got Lysopod. Donphan, and Electrode. Okay, when do I have ads next? 11 minutes. Alright. I might do an outbreak first before I do this fight. Yeah, this should be the team, I think. The Wiki Berry is the one that confuses Invisionators, isn't it? Yes, okay, so I don't want to use that one. Yeah, B-Man, welcome in. Thank you for the 30 streak. Humongous. Amazing. It's peak. Okay, I'm gonna take Edge break now, and then we'll do Matt almost straight after. So I'll be back in a few. Alright, good luck with laundry, Rennie. Back. Hello. But yeah, for some reason, yeah, you do all the hideout stuff, and then straight after, there's still like 3 fights on 124, including a double, a 5-mon fight, and 6-mon fight. God forbid you get a break. Okay, anyway, should be time for Matt. I think you can technically get your Route 124 encounter as well before you do any fights there. But it may not be worth me doing. It's probably better for me to just delay it for runners. Hi Slice, welcome in. I'll give you a first time chatter. Hello Verk. I'll give a bless as always. I did, yes. I watched the Fire Emblem Direct. It looks amazing. Very interesting stuff. The whole thing about the way like the timelines are arranged and all that, where like you can do sort of interweaved, I suppose, makes sense. It's quite different to Three Houses. I think I like it, but it kind of threw a wrench in how I was expecting to play the game, so I'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, it looks really, really cool. I'm hoping you thought the same. Parallel. That's the word I'm looking for, yeah. Yeah, like, I was assuming I'd have to do, like, 3 houses, but the fact it's parallel makes things very interesting. Maybe, Morgan, maybe. I should probably do, like, a Fire Emblem stream before then. Just to get a idea of how popular it is. And then I can figure out from there, maybe. Hi, Hims. Welcome in. FE9? Yeah, something like that. FE9, 3 houses, something like that. I don't know. There's a couple different options you could do. I'll think about it, but I am mostly focusing on Run and Run at the moment is the thing. So, I haven't really played anything except for Run and Run in quite a while. I have to admit. Aside from like a bit of Pokemon here and there. Yeah, I think so, Verk. Yeah, there's quite a few different elements from the series for sure. It definitely looks still very similar to Three Houses in a lot of ways, but yeah, there's bits and bobs from other places too. Should be quite an interesting combination. That's true, Morgan, yeah. Welcome in, Mowgli as well. Mowgli? Vertical dot... Oh, you also received it, Rennie. I see. Pretty common, is it? Okay. Right. And thank you for the good luck Coke as well. Appreciate it. Mowgli. Okay. I will keep that in mind. I think that's the one I said second. I hope so, anyway. Many people have seen Vertical Dot PNG. Okay. Somehow I'm not too surprised. Yeah. Okay, alright, cool. I'll keep that in mind, and thank you. It's a pretty good image, I will admit that. Okay. Let's get some items on. I could probably use the Figgy Berry, actually. I might do that instead. Just because I have slightly more, but I can't use the Whippy Berries because that will confuse my Donphan. Modest to make caramel board. Okay, yeah. Okay, Life Orb. Yeah, that's all the items I need, I think. In case I'm going to equip a citrus there. Is that fine? Oh yeah, on that Goons, that's a good point. Yeah, has anyone in chat played the Pokopia update yet? I haven't touched it, but I have heard it does have a, even if you don't buy the DLC, apparently there's a lot of really cool quality of life features that they've added. So that should be quite interesting. Like, my Pokopia storage is an absolute nightmare. And I've been thinking about trying to redo it, so the fact that they've apparently added those new type of chests in, that's potentially really good. I think so, Mackie, yeah. Yeah, the DLC and the update that adds a bunch of stuff is out now. I think it came out today, like probably midnight or something. Oh, that's without Shiny Charm Morgan, nice. Haven't any? Nah, that's a shame. It's a good time, honestly. I would recommend it if you get the chance to play it. Like, even for me, it's only really the Pokemon aspect I really appreciate it, but I still quite enjoyed it. And Alright, what am I doing? No, really, Mackie. Oh well. Hope you'll come back out soon. Okay, there's one other piece of preparation I do need to do. I will be committing a rare candy for this fight. For a reason that basically everyone familiar with Run and Bun will know, but still. $82. Let me update my master sheet. $9 PM Eastern time. Okay, not too bad then, actually. Is it easy to craft goods? That's fair, Morgan. That's fair. Yeah. So the reason that I am, but I'll mention the pie actually. But yeah. Okay, so I want to do. Ooh, hold on, wait! I just realized something. Have I got that calculated correctly? No, I don't. Okay, whoops. Good thing I checked that. So I need to be 234, not 236. Okay, got Lysopod should be 171. And then I want a pre-freeze Stomp Fan. Screwdriver Conway. Okay, let's do it, I think. Oh, it's in the TN, right, okay. Where is Doodle Boodle? I haven't actually marked off like any of the TNs, so I don't know if I have it or not. I probably have got it. I haven't looked at that in a while. You can buy it from the PC right away. Okay, that's not too bad. I guess 80 items isn't too bad. I was hoping it would be a bit more than that, but that's still pretty solid. I am Morgan, I am. Can you imagine? Okay, I think that should be fine then, so you're probably all tired of this music by now. Oh, that's awesome, Gunst. Okay, that sounds really nice, actually. So I probably need to make a ton of them, and then somehow sort my items out, because, like, my storage situation is an absolute mess in Pokopia right now. It was vaguely organized, and then it's just all over the place at the moment. So I need a better solution. It is Morgan, but we don't care. It's empty. Alright. One last check then. So 82, 234, Citrus, Arionite, 171, 243, Frozen, Figgy is fine, and a Light Bulb. Thanks, Nia. Into trash cans to delete? Ooh, okay, interesting. That sounds awesome. I did see they did the thing about, like, you can appraise tons of stuff from Professor Tangrowth at once too, which is a really nice change. I'd say so, Morgan. It's always a vertical PNG day. Okay then, without further ado, let's do this. The boss fight of Aqua Hideout. So this is Matt. He is 6 Pokemon strong, as an Ultra Beast, a Legendary, and a Mega. First off is a Mamoswine. This Mamoswine has a Focus Sash, so we're going to get rid of it with Fake Out. And then thankfully, this is... let me just double check this. This is Oblivious. It is not Thick Fat, so we can just get it with Heat. We probably do take an Ice Shard here, but that's fine. I'll try my best, Funny. Yeah, so that should take out Mamo. No stop rocks. I don't think I have Morgan now. Oh, I can't remember. Okay, next in should be the Dracovish. Okay, so this thing is funny if you're not familiar with it. This is just a Choice Scarf with Vicious Friend. It doesn't have anything else. But because of Strong Draw, Choice Scarf, Vicious Friend, this does an insane amount of damage if you don't have a good way to resist it. Luckily, we have Kingdra, who is the single best counter in this game for this Dracovish. So we just hard switch in here. Like welcome in. It is, yeah. I am the guy who made the hacks now, if that's what you mean. Welcome in. Already experienced, okay, interesting. Tip you the minion. Okay, and then we tank another Vicious Friend, and we Dragon Pulse. So if this doesn't crit, it's doing about 25% or so, which is kind of insane. I'm Rasmus, welcome in, and goodbye, I suppose. But yeah, no worries. Thank you for being the first time chat, I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Okay, and then one more Vicious Friend, but we went to Smash Up. Ah yes, Luminion from the game Renegade Platinum, I remember. Okay, that is Dracovish down, and next in is Dragapult. Now here, we sadly do have to say goodbye. To keep up the tempo in this fight, I do need to sack Kingdra here, otherwise we're going to be like probably risking a bunch of stuff down the line. But Kingdra has been an absolute go throughout the run. She helped us all the way back in Brawley, when she arrived with her Dragon Scale, all the way back in Slayport City, I think it was. So I went about 1 to 7. But from this point forward, we don't need her services quite as much, sadly. And while I probably could have found a line that would save Kingdra, it does introduce more risks into the fight, which probably isn't worth it. So I do feel a bit sad about this one, but I think it's probably for the best that we say goodbye, so. 07 indeed. Thank you for your help. A deeply evil individual. Yeah, you could say that. Okay. Sorry, Morgan. Sorry for killing you in the minion. Okay, next in is Altaria. So even though the Dragon Gem has been used, I should still be baiting Dragon Darts always here. I realized I forgot to actually check that, so let me just make sure that's the case. Always Dragon Darts, yeah. So we can do the big old switcheroo here. Thanks to Kindra's sacrifice, we get in Altaria for free. Which means we can now Mega Evolve and block Dragon Darts. Thanks to the fairy typing that we get. Dragon Darts whiffs, and then we scream in Dragapult's face, and goodbye. Just outright one-shots. Next in is Matt's Ultra Beast. The ever so sharp Kartana. This is guaranteed to use Smart Strike here. So because of that, we can just go into Golisopod to exit. Another worthless object. Or whatever the phrase is it says in the anime, I can't actually remember. Off we go. Ooh. 50. Okay, and we're out. We bring in Infernate. Okay, now here is the reason that we went to 82. This is a pretty standard line in most Fun Among things if you have 8. But so, I'll come back to that in a sec. But yeah, so basically, if you are level 81, because their base speeds are so close apart, Kartana slightly outspeeds. At 82, it flips and Ape outspeeds Kartana. And with that, we can just immediately KO with Overheat. Rock, thank you for the gifted sub to Steph. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. It was working, yeah. Yep, classic 524%. That's what happens when you have no special defense and you're quad weak to fire. Okay, that brings in Reiko. Okay. So, Reiko now sees a guaranteed Scald because we are... Well, actually, we pre-damaged, but then we also took an Ice Shard, but that wasn't guaranteed, so we did have to pre-damage. But now this is always Scald, this has a Water Gem. We go into Altaria, whose beak looks a bit weird. Is that normal? I swear that spike looks a bit off. Spore me, thank god this is not the Invitational. It's a cool Monrock for sure, yeah. Hi Water Penguin, I'll come in. Quite a few Z, at least 5. Yep, Raikou does get Scald. That is actually a vanilla thing, it gets in Gen 8. Okay, then at this point it should be either Calm Mind or it could be Thunderbolt. Either one is fine. Let's double check that. I guess like Altaria might be able to just do it by itself actually. So maybe I could have saved Kingdra. Oh well. Never mind. Don't fan in. Okay, Calm Mind is fine. So this now shows, this is now going to use Scald, because it sees a KO with it. Hi Kaya, welcome in. We're on it, yeah, we're defeating evil. Granted with 8, which I think probably helps a lot in this fight. But we are defeating evil. Welcome in, hope you're doing good, Kaya. So yeah, this should now be guaranteed to use Scald, because it does not see our sturdy. So we'll take the Scald to the face. And Scald has a property where it will thaw out any frozen Pokemon. Or at least it should. It better work. If it can burn because of a bug, then yeah. But okay, looks like it's fine for now. Okay, this is almost guaranteed to kill. It did it this time, but if it didn't kill, we would have just used Ice Shard. I know with Flare Blitz, it can like sort of burn through freeze, so I don't know if that is the case with Scald or not. Alright, and then we got the Gyarados. Is it just Flare Blitz that has that specific issue? Okay. I guess because of the recoil effect, kind of throwing a wrench in it. Okay, now base Gyarados should see a kill with Waterfall, always. We go into Electrode. Just recoil, okay, good, good. Honestly, who knows, Kaya? I'll double check the bug report in a sec. Is it definitely just Flare Blitz? Okay. Okay, we tank the Waterfall fine. Mega Gyarados is in. Okay, so at this point, I think this is random move. Effectively, it could be Waterfall, it could be Earthquake, it could be Crunch. But we go Volt Switch. So we do... let me check. Is that correct? Yeah, okay, definitely Volt Switch here. Oh, this is what killed your Obstagoon, Kaya. Oh, ouch. Sorry to hear that. Was that because of a steer or something? Or was it an intended sack? Okay, what's my Galaxapod on now? Okay, do I ever die to critical hit Crunch here? No, we don't. Okay. So Galaxapod comes in. It does go for Crunch. Walker in, check the owl. It is a little bit, yeah. Let me go, wait. And then for now, I think we just kill with close combat. Got unlucky with a one... Oh, I see, okay. Ugh. To be fair, that's probably something I would have risked myself. Because the odds do sound fairly low on that. It unfortunately came out in such a important fight. 25, so that is about 62. We do 73, so yeah, we pass KO, no priority. Easy kill for Ape. Close combat. And that's Matt down. We are indeed, Scruff. We are indeed. Is that so, Tom? Hee hee hee. Okay, and with that, our level cap goes up to 85. And at least for the moment, we're done with all the Team Aqua and Magma stuff. So at least we get a break from all the hacks items, which is nice. It is Virk, yeah. So there's just like loads of big sections. I've kind of just, I've been putting my titles as like the individual level caps instead, but yeah. The gap between Winona and Tate and Liza is probably the biggest section in Run and Bun by far. Thank you, Koga. I'm sure we'll catch up soon, don't worry. Thank you, chat. Possibly green, possibly. I guess it did, yeah. So yeah, for those who have not caught up with the run entirely, I did not take my encounter in Magma Hideout. Because there wasn't anything I strictly needed to get at that point. So I still have Magma Hideout open, and then my intention is to get an encounter from Hell Room, which has a lot of potentially really good mons, but because of the danger of trying to catch in there, I have left it until now. But hopefully we get something good. We could also just get like a camera or something, but we could get a Hydreigon. So there's some potentially really good boards in there. Ready, Scruff. Ooh, nice. I don't know if I want Volcarona, because if I do, then I have to catch it, and that is a terrifying prospect. 15 catch rate is terrifying. I think it's decent non. I'd say average to good, probably. You did a kite? Okay, hopefully we'll be able to manage it then. I just need to make sure I bring plenty of netballs and timer balls on it. Okay, let me toss some music on. And then we'll prep for this. So I did have a quick look at like how to handle the encounter. I'm probably not going to bother with quick ball. I'm just going to like U-turn into the appropriate counter immediately or something like that. Yeah, it doesn't get Quiver Dance, but it's still a very strong special attacker, I imagine. I don't know how much it really does in Run and Bun, to be fair, but I'd assume it has some use here and there. Fantastic. Ooh, great stuff. So Hell Room, I lost 7. 6 of those were intentional sacks, and then the 7th one, my Noivern, was a steer that I had to sack it for, because I mucked up forgetting to pre-damage it at the start of the Maxi fight, and then because of that, it ended up dying. That's the only one I miffed about, but yeah. The last, everything from Weird Ear onwards was Hell Room, except for Kingdra. Okay, what's my Pokeball situation like, actually, before I go in here? So I got 35 timers, 19 Dusk Balls. I probably don't need that many more Pokeballs, but I could probably stand to maybe get a few more, so I'll do that as well. Yeah, I'm still sad about Noivern, especially because that was entirely my fault, so... It should still be alive. Unless I got unlucky with a crit, but... Yeah, I put it in a really bad position, so that was my failing as a trainer, sadly. Oops, I did not put Kingdra away. Oh, actually, hold on. Kingdra deserves to go in the Heaven box, I think. This is too fat. Oh, I should probably just put this back to normal. I don't need Hell. It could just be Heaven. I'll fix the ordering later. Actually, it should just be that, right? Yeah, okay. So scale-wise, I have used... Let me see, what was it? If I open my master sheet, that should be... Okay, it should be on screen now. So I've used 9 so far. Unfortunately, 3 of them went on stuff for the maxi fight, which all died. So that was a bit of a waste, but yeah, so I got 4 at the moment, but I have a naive Metacham in the box, which from what I've been told, apparently I can basically use that to sweep space tag viscously, but I do need to commit at least 2 scales to it, possibly 3. And then I also need to scale 4 roleplay Kecleon for the heist, so I think my scales are basically already kind of wrapped up at the moment. But we'll see, we'll see. There's one I might be able to use for other stuff, possibly. If I use the right candies. I know, Grim, yeah, that was just me being a right idiot. If I get Scruff, okay, that's good to hear, actually. It's just like, I don't know, I feel like I'm still kind of on the edge here with scales, but at the same time, I guess I'm not doing too badly. I've been lucky that I haven't really had anything that's been, like, really punishing, that's required a lot of scales. Really, Kai, okay. That's a good sign then, I think. So hopefully I should be in a good spot. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my candy usage. I'm sure I'll have to use quite a few in the coming fights and such, but... Like, I might have to use 2 for TNL, for all I know, but we'll see. You reckon, Llama? I guess it was kind of interesting, I don't know. Like, intentional sacks versus heroes that had to die or whatever. But I don't know, really. But having them out of order kind of annoys me as well, so I'm not sure. I did it because Branto asked before, but... Oh, I don't know. Can't decide what to do. Okay, let me get a few more Pokeballs then. Should be enough. Oh, of course, yeah, you had to commit like a ton of things to Conch Elder, right? Wasn't it like 1, 2 scales, and then like 3 rare candies or something? Yeah, because I remember you were rocking the level 81 Conch Elder or something, right? 4 scales, 2 candies, okay. 4 scales, holy, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah, that is a lot of resources. But hey, it worked out, so I guess it was the right decision. I was like too scared of using 2 candies on Pyotag, which is why I elected to go for Golem in a Safari instead. Yeah, to be fair, the Conch did put in a lot of work, didn't it? So I can definitely see why. Oh man, okay, I see. I meant to look at Kindle's thing about like stuffing ape with candies, actually. I forgot to check that. To be fair, yeah, Adamant Max I assume it was Guts as well, right? So you're rocking some like insanely powerful Mac punches there. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, so I'll get my Helm encounter. After that, I don't know what we'll do. I might have a look at the following fights, because I would like to get to more steep, but I haven't got the fights planned. So it probably depends on how hard they are, I think. Okay. Misty Boom Hatterini? Ooh, okay, that sounds interesting. I never thought about Misty Explosion for Pyotag. So Tabitha for me was pretty clean, but that's because I elected to use 3 sacks for it. Basically, Megalopony put in a ton of work on that fight, which helped a lot, and I had a Lycan Rock to handle the Amega, so I had some really good counters for that fight. But I think I ended up sacking Weirdeer, which I used for Intimidate, and then a sack later for a random move Victini. Cast Form, because I didn't need it for Maxi, and I needed another sack, and then... what was the other thing I sacked on that fight? It was Crustle, yeah, which I used to take out the Victini with Rockcracker before dying. And then I used Megalopony, Megalopony, Lycan Rock, and what was the other thing I used? I think Driftblim as a pivot, maybe? No, that was a previous fight. I can't remember, there was some other thing I had, but... Yeah, I got Preston and Mora coming up. I may have a cheat code for them, which I don't know if I can use or not yet, but we'll see. But yeah, I think with Tabitha I got lucky because my box was pretty good for it, but Maxi did take me a while to plan. And even then, my plan was hardly riskless, so it was a bit down to luck. With Preston and Mora, I do have a Follow Me Ordino in a box, which I've heard is apparently really good for them. But I have to see if I can actually get that to work. But fingers crossed. But given the Miss Magius is not out until a bit later in the fight, I'm not entirely sure how that works yet. Okay, let's see then. So what should I bring? So I definitely want to bring Low Penny, I think. And Corviknight. A good hack and a Buenico both. Okay, yeah, I guess they're both weak to Fairy, aren't they? I see, okay. So being able to just one-shot them is incredible. Interesting. So if it is part Tom, I'm not quite sure what to do with it. Because it might actually be to my advantage to not have everything at 85 for Tantalizer Gym. So I might just level up stuff as I need it instead. Although I would be tempted to put them all to 85, but... I don't know, I'm not sure what's best here. I gotta be very careful with those doubles, so... Yeah, probably is a shout, Scruff. Right, what was my plan then? So... Lopunny to chip, initially. Corviknight will, like, half of the encounters, so I definitely want to bring that. I'm thinking I might bring Primarina, but then... I don't have recovery on Prim, so that would be a bit harder. But Altaria does also have some pretty good resistances to some of the mons here. So maybe I should bring that instead, because I also have Roost. Then I think Turtonator can wall a couple things, and I can Rapid Spin out of Magma Storm. Vasculegion could be good as like an emergency escape option. And then maybe a sack in a 6th slot, yeah, could be a shout. Hi, nice. Oh, I just finished it, yeah. I'm about to get my Hellroom encounter. So yeah, I think I might do that, actually. Okay, who am I most willing to sack at the moment? Probably Nidoking, maybe? I don't know. I guess there's a chance Nidoking could be quite useful for TNL Gym, actually, if I need to, like, use Poison Gem, Poison Jab or something. So I don't immediately know who I would sack. Kind of a tough decision, actually. Maybe Vespiquen? Okay, so I probably shouldn't sack both then. I mean, they're both the equivalent, but if I want like a physical poison move, then, well, I think because of the IVs, they actually have similar attack stats anyways. Yeah, there's a 2-point difference. But yeah, I do still have the poison gems, so I probably should keep those alive. Maybe Dreadnought? I'm not really using that as much these days. And it doesn't, aside from being a Shell Armor Mon, it doesn't really being anything unique at this point. Yeah, that's probably the most expendable Mon in my box. The only thing with Shark is that, like, because I did just get the Mega, and it does have good IVs in nature, so I know it's unlikely to have a good use case, but I feel like it's not impossible. But I don't know, I'm still a bit torn on it. Might also be good for baiting in doubles, actually, potentially. Obviously, it doesn't have Protect or anything, but it could still be a shout. So yeah, I think I'm leaning towards probably Dreadnought. I think it's the most expendable thing in my box at the moment. The Nidos, just in case, I'd rather keep them alive for now. Kecleon I need for the highest. Ordino, I think I want to follow me for Preston Moore, ideally. I mean, hopefully we just don't need the sack, but we'll see. To be fair, Shalom might also be quite good if I do need to Feather Dance, so... In that case, it might be a shout. Okay, so I need 2 Shed Shells. Two Citrus Berries. Actually, 3 citrus berries I'll do. Then the Lopunite. And then I guess I'll level everything up to 85. I need to double check one thing on Lopunny, actually. I think if I do Lopunny, and even as a regular Lopunny, it is technically possible for me to kill, like, a worst-case Hydreigon, as unlikely as it is. So I might want to not quite go up to 85 yet. But, like, I think we're literally talking a complete worst case here, which is pretty damn unlikely to happen, honestly. But it could happen. So maybe I should go for 84 instead. Or 83 or whatever. Well, that's up to you, Gongi. Don't ask me. Yeah, 84 would be fine, so it might be technically better for me to do that, I think. What do you want from me? Yeah, aside from that, I think we should be good to go. Yeah, I think I'll leave Dreadnought underleveled for now, and then Lopunny can go to 84. Okay. I hope this doesn't go too badly. But we'll see. This is a scary prospect, but we could potentially get something really good here. Okay, Repel is on. Ooh, okay. I did turn it off, right? Turn it on. Right, I've waited a long time for this. Let's see what we get. I think on the bright side too, I don't need to worry about explosion here. The only thing that I think we can encounter that can explode is Camerotes, and I can just quick ball that. I think personally Swanswick I would like to get Hydreigon, but I would say most things in this room. I'll show the encounter table in a second, actually, hold on. I should have probably shown that, I forgot to do so. So I didn't strictly need anything in Magma Hideout Oro. The thing I could have potentially got is maybe a Chlorophyll on, but I did have other options to take out Maxie's Groudon. And Helroom has some really strong rewards if you get something good. Including like Hydreigon, and Garchomp, etc, Ursaluna. Which are all mons I don't really have at the moment. We can get Camerupt, yes, that is also possible, and technically it is a Mega, so there is that. And I don't have that much special ground offense, but I think there's probably better mons. Okay, so if I direct you to Magma Hideout 5, that is Helroom, which is the room we're in at the moment. So yeah, I have like no dupes in this table pretty much, except for Bagon and Shelgon. But we can get one of these, basically. So you can kind of see from the table that there's some very powerful Pokemon in this. I think Flygon isn't quite as good now. Camerupt's probably not that great. Charizard's, I don't know. I imagine that's probably not ideal. And Houndoom doesn't get Dark Pulse, so I have to scale it, so that's a bit annoying. We did just hear a Volcarona, so that's interesting. But yeah, but there's potentially some really good stuff. Flygon would give us a U-turn as well, which is nice, but given we are out of Magma Hideout, that probably wouldn't be as useful now. Obviously, whatever we get could just end up being crap anyway, so we'll see. Maybe there, maybe. Okay. Where should we go then? Probably we're right in front of the lava. I could definitely hear the Volcaronas. This spot seems cool. Thank you for the prayers then. Obviously getting cut spare. We'll see, we'll see. Could happen, but it could also be a nerf. Okay, we're back in hell. Let's see if it rewards us. Actually, hold on. Just change the music a sec. I can hop on the spot. Ooh, okay. Repel off. Low penny in the lead. Lopunite, Shed Shell, Citrus, who has Rapid Spin, Citrus, who is a Ghost, and Citrus, who will die if I have to use it. Okay, come on, let's see what we get. Okay, I'll take that. Mrs. Garchomp. It's not Hydreigon, but it is a pseudo-legend, so that's pretty good. Okay, now we just need to catch it. How do we do this? Alright, let's have a look. So this is 69. Let's assume worst case here. So we'll go Hasty. 0, 0, 0, 31, 31, 31. And the moveset is Sand Tomb, Iron Tail, Earthquake, and Jaw Chop. Okay, if I go Mega Lopunny here, do I ever kill it? I could potentially. I probably don't want to fake out. What if I do normal Lopunny first? So that would do maximum 34.2. I think, yeah. So I could do Lopunny regular fake out into Mega Lopunny U-turn, I think. Yeah, that should never kill. And maybe it is Gongi, maybe it is. Fast kills Hydreigon? True. This is a 45 catch, right? Got enough HP to U-turn out. Randomize it to inner focus. I certainly hope not. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to bother with the quick ball here, so we'll just fake out as a regular Lopunny. Then we'll Mega Evolve and U-turn out. Even in the worst case, we should always be faster here. Oh, wait, hang on, I was calculating at freaking 80, 81 there. But we didn't crit, so it's fine, I think. Yeah, that should be less than 60, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's like 83 or something. Okay. Okay, and then Corviknight just basically walls this, so that should be fine. Yeah, I would have liked a bit more damage than that, but it should be okay. True, Crumb, true. Really Gongi. Ooh, maybe I should try that tactic. Okay, so I think the most damage this can do to us is, probably, I don't know, actually. We have a great matchup against this, so it should be fine. It should be fine, I'm slower, so nothing to worry about. A good catch. Okay. So this is a 45 catch, right? Alright, not gonna be that easy. Yeah, got jump. That might weaken it again, actually. Ooh, that could drop me defense, kind of think of it. And there it is, great. I have Kaya, yeah. Mine was, I got a Bagon out of it, which was modest. It wasn't that great, unfortunately. I was hoping to get Hydra, but no dice.
Monka Giga, Monka Giga, Monka Jigga, Monka Giga, Monka Giga, Monka Jigga, Monka Giga.
Thank you, Gongi.
Monka Jigga.
Hi, Anne. Thank you for the cheers. I wish Sam, yeah, that would be pretty funny. Okay, I think by now Timer Ball should be better. Okay, I need to remember I'm -1 defense here. We already have a Surf Shark is the only thing. Otherwise, yeah, I would go for that. But Chopedo has the name at the moment. This is starting to get kind of scary. Lance Shock. I mean, if it exists, we could do it. I really could do getting rid of these, like... Okay, there we go. Alright, cool. There's a Gary AI, really? Can't say I've heard of that one. She could be Crunchyroll. Claude? Why? Oh, I see why, right. I suppose it's kind of similar. There is a lot of app names too. I do feel like an airline would have been more sense. I mean, if it was naive, then maybe. Delta Airlines could work. Gongi does love the spam. Alright, I will give chat the choice here. Even I'm pretty sure Claude will not win because of the context. Probably not being known, but... Okay. Is it actually Delta? So it's the Fly Delta app. Okay. I get to be Fly Delta rather than Delta, but... Right, should I put Shark Activity in it as well? My bad. No, it's actually quite a, almost a tie. Interesting. Ah, is it too long? Okay. Lots of options here. Okay, looks like Delta's mostly winning. Only by 2 points though, which I'm impressed by. Quite a few shock tracking apps out there, huh? Interesting. Chest is for Gary, true. Maybe I should have done that. Okay, so Delta won that poll. Do I do another nickname poll, or should I just... yes, Kongi, that was my Center Scorch, which I sacked the Flannery a while back. I don't know, Storm, honestly, I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. Okay, what was it? Fly Delta. There actually is a Gary, yeah, so it's a... Not convinced, Ursa. So it's Fly Delta, right? Sorry, I'm being so slow, chat. Give me a sec. Yeah, okay. Yeah, could be a fun nickname. I have an app theme, unfortunately, though. Oh, okay. Put the power back on. Let me save, and then we'll have a look. Alright, Garchomp. Docile? I will very happily take that. W Garchomp. Okay. Pretty damn good. Not game corner level, but those are some pretty damn solid stats. Welcome in GP. And it comes with a pretty cool moveset too, actually. We get Earthquake off the bat, so that's probably its most important move. Wait, IDZ? Really? Welcome in Flyball. Where's the Garchomp fight? Not that Mega Garchomp is that great usually, but still. Oh, maybe I already have it then. Oh yeah, I do. Cool. I actually forgot about that. Nice, okay, that might be quite helpful. I mean, we'll see, given it gets a speed cut, it's not ideal, but... Alright, great. Just out of interest, if I had tried this room, could I have got a Cyndaquil? Probably not, but we'll see. What would it have been? Okay, it would have been a Houndoom instead. Because that's totally how RNG works. But yeah. I think I'm glad I didn't go for that table. As much as I like Houndoom, I don't think late game Houndoom is it, sadly. Horror room? Yeah, sure, if you want. Oh, it's the second room, right? So this one. Really easy. Okay. Is that to do with a nerf, I guess? Or maybe solar power. Did I forget to... Weird. Imagine Skidder. So if I had gone with this room, I would have got a Lilligant. I wouldn't have said no to that, to be fair. But it wouldn't have helped me with Groudon with it, so... Oh, sorry, Skidder, you're probably late. We already got our Halving Mechanic. Sorry, yeah, we're just doing over rooms for fun. This was my Halving Mechanic. It's pretty good. I'm very happy with that. It's not Hydreigon, but I really cannot complain. I think I did see, there was one VOD that I think it was Moxie's maybe, where he had a Hisuian Lilligant for the Maxi 2 fight, and it did clean up the end of it quite well. Welcome in, Kaipi. Good first time chat. Okay, so what do I do now is the next question. So what is the... hold on, let me just see how back. Okay, so in terms of what to do next then, so to get to Moss Deep, I have to do... There are 3 trainers, none of which I have planned, which isn't ideal. And then I just need to consider what to do about encounters here. So if I go to... where is it? Okay, so I can mark this off now, Garchomp. As well zoom out a bit. Okay, so as far as stuff before Tantalizer goes, I think it is potentially... Is it these? I don't know when Route 126 opens. We did Seek, yeah, we're through it now. So 124 doesn't really give me anything that's like especially interesting. I wouldn't mind Slowbro, but the odds are quite low at the moment. So it might be better for me to just skip that encounter for now. Although Overquill might be nice in the gym. I don't know. Moss Deep is a write-off because we need to save that one for Kung Fu. 125, I would probably want to go for the Surf Table, and then that would help me in Show or Cave entrance, I think. Which is probably where I would go for a Pokemon, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that one, admittedly. And then Route 127, I don't think I would take at this point. I'm not sure, though. And then 126, I've got no idea if I even can get that before Tantalize or not. I probably do want to take that table once I can access it, because the Surf table in that one looks really good for me. But I don't know when I get to go to there. And I think that's all the pre-TNL stuff to consider. 127 grass is post TNL, okay. Yeah, that's probably fine anyway. I guess I'm unlucky to take it. There are some pretty cool mods in there, to be fair. I guess being able to get Cinderace would be kind of neat, but... Or Talonflame as well, although it's probably kind of past its main point at this point. But yeah. So I think at the moment, the only one I could potentially take is Route 125. And then Shoal Cave I could do, but I have to solve that fight outside first, which is the only thing. So I don't know how to structure this now. And then after 126 is... That's... Right, so I need Dive to get to those two. And then to top of this as well. Yeah, I don't know exactly what the roadblock is for those routes in this game, but... I assume there is something then. Yeah, Jafar, welcome in. We're doing pretty good. We are, we just got past a major section of Run and Bun Aqua Hideout, so we're now on the way to the 7th gym, almost, which is pretty promising, although very tough as always. Hope you're doing good. We just caught a really good Garchomp as well. So things are looking up. Yeah, Big Chomp Gaming indeed. I'm trying to figure out how to best do this. Do people ever try and do the Show or Cave fight before TNL Gym? I don't know if it's worth me like trying to do a stream when I do like the 124 trainers and then the Show or Cave double, and then get in potentially 2 to 3 encounters then. You reckon it's a waste? Okay, I remember like you were saying about like maybe Mega Metacham is pretty good for it or something, but I guess we don't really know. Yeah, if I can do it at 89 instead, that probably would be better. Yeah, I'd have to look at that, I suppose. True, yes, I don't have Togi, so... RIP Togepi. Okay, well, in that case, what should I do? Yeah, I mean, the next fight immediately is a double, which is a bit of a pain to deal with, so... I don't know if I can be bothered at the moment. It's like... Okay, so we got this double with the two swimmers, which is like a weird double terrain fight or something. Then there's a sticky web-based fight. And then a psychic terrain fight with a focus sash that is dying for me to use fake out, but I will not. Then there's a couple optionals as well. Spooky. Then that one I don't need to do because I don't have Manectric anyway. That one I need to do for Shore Cave encounter if I want it. And then we got the demon that is TNL Gem. Yep, no Aquajet and Psychic Terrain. No Fake Out, no Aquajet. No priority whatsoever. Thank you for the follows as well, I appreciate it. Okay, I think realistically I'm probably not going to plan the fights on stream now. I can't really be bothered, to be honest, and there's probably no point doing it when I'm too lazy, but... We have Brute Aqua... Oh, actually, Anna, before I end stream, do I need to level up Garchomp for any extra moves? Or has it already got its whole insert? Okay, it does get Outrage, which I probably just want to get rid of Iron Tail for, I imagine. But I guess Zoom Lens Iron Tail would be a shout, but... In what situation would I be using Zoom Lens Iron Tail on Garchomp? I don't think there is a single one, is there? Because I'm not going to leave it in front of a fairy type. I hope not, Z. Yeah, I think this is good. I think Rock Tomb's a pretty standard choice on this one. And I want to keep Dual Chop, so... I mean, I don't have using Sand Tomb either, to be fair, so it's probably like Outrage, Earthquake, Dual Chop, and Rock Tomb, I'd imagine. Cool, okay. I don't think so now. I guess Poison Jab. That's kind of interesting. I guess it kind of has a flex slot, which is neat. Okay, yeah, I'm assuming at this point nothing really gets moves at 85, so... Should be fine as I am, I think. Okay, I think I'll probably just leave it there then, for now. Because I don't... It's probably going to take me a while to figure out the fights, and I can't really be bothered at the moment, to be honest. But yeah, WD, I think. Only death today was Kingdra, which was intentional, so that's all fine. Almost near, yeah. So we've got... I'll recap quickly. So first off, we have to do a few fights on Route 124, which are this double, this single battle, and this single battle. Then there's a couple optionals which we can probably just avoid, hopefully. Or if not, we should hopefully be able to handle them pretty easily. And then these two, the first one I don't need to do because I don't have a Manectric anyway, although the fact I even have to do this fight for Mega Manectric is kind of wild. But luckily I don't. And then we have this fight that blocks Shore Cave, which I may or may not have to do for TNL Gym. I'll probably have a quick look at it and see if we can find a solution, but... yeah, probably won't need to. And then after that, it's TNL Gym, yeah. So that is the state of play. Earthquake Duel... Okay, sounds good, Kogi, yeah. Yeah, okay, now that sounds solid. Ooh, I got Subtopori, nice. The Beamel. Thanks, Neo. Yeah, so far so good. I wouldn't say it's been flawless, but we are getting there, which is nice. Okay, yeah, I guess without further ado then, I will probably leave it there for now. I'll go look at the fights that we have to do, and I'll probably have a quick look at the Shore Cave double, but yeah. Just for Noah's, so when it comes to Mega Medicham, is the Medichamite just sitting on Moss Deep? I don't need to do like any extra fights for it or anything. So once I get to Moss Deep, I can pick up the Mech Stone, right? Is that correct? Literally bottom right. Okay, sweet. Okay, so I can, if I look at the Showa Cave double, I can do it with Mega Man to Cham in my box. Yeah, Gongi. Okay, alright, sounds good. Ooh, that'd be pretty cool, Skidder. Alright, thank you, Gongi Val. And yeah, thank you, Coco Bean, Vilka, everyone else. Yeah, thank you for joining me as always, and yeah, we shall hopefully be back before long. Maybe even sooner, depending on what the fights are like, but we'll see. Right, I need to find someone to raid. And Emi and Pori, I would imagine, are about to end, so I should probably raid someone else. I could do Narth, I could do Nak, I could do Carter, I could do Drink. What are my main options? Who should we go into? Thanks, Grim. Thanks, Mackie. Appreciate you all being here as always. Should have gone live? Shoot, hit me up. You don't have a raid. I'm not. I cannot raid you while you're offline, sadly. I mean, I could, but there's probably not much point in doing so. I'll raid Nak, because I have barely ever done so, actually, so this is probably a good chance. Nak's just playing PK, I think. He looks like he is in Gardenia Split at the moment, with an Ape. APS. So let's get a, let's get an APS raid message in for this one, I think. Yeah, no, it's Kermit. See you all. See you, Neo, Kermit, Tim, Fish, Mackie, Spaghetti, everyone else. Lots of people. And I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye. 6-7. APS.